90% of your LinkedIn post performance comes down to the idea. And if you want your analytics to look like this, then you need to watch this video because I'm going to show you exactly how we achieve these results for our clients. And it's not just 1 million impressions in 90 days. It's not just 300K impressions in 30 days. We've helped our clients generate over $2.8 million in revenue through LinkedIn posts alone. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we do it using Claude, where not only are your posts going to perform way better, but it's actually going to take you even less time to come up with great ideas. So what I've done here is I've created this idea engine. And because I am a nice guy, I am going to give you all of these prompts in the description. I recommend you to go to that link and to follow along with me with each of the sources or skip to the idea source that is most interesting to you. What I will say though, that you should not skip is this initial setup phase with the master prompt and the Claude project. It is a very simple setup, but it's important that it's run correctly just to make sure you do it all smooth. So we want to go to Claude. We want to make sure we go to projects. We're going to click new project. We're then going to call this the content idea engine. I'm then going to click create project. Okay, perfect. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to go to instructions. I'm going to click the plus. Now, what I've done is I've created a master prompt. Okay, this is what the Claude needs to be trained on regardless. And me and my team have gone back and forth on this quite a bit, but we finally got it to a point where it is a very, very strong B2B LinkedIn marketing intelligence analyst, I would say, overall. It goes over the thinking process, the goal, how they should reason, the different standards, the confidence, the patterns, the contradictions, the principles, the psychology, the buyer awareness, the content scoring, and then just general things on like how you should answer. Okay, so you want to literally copy this whole thing and then put it into that instructions tab that we just opened up. So just go here, copy paste, click save instructions, and we're good. Now, let's get into how do we actually source these ideas. So a really big reason why people's LinkedIn content doesn't perform is because they get ideas by asking ChatGPT, hey, give me 10 ideas. Like, it's not triggered from anything. Whereas if we come up with ideas with some sort of intent, like for example, LinkedIn, I saw a competitor have a viral post, or on X, we saw that there's a new like SaaS platform that's launching and there's like a bunch of trending news, or there's a controversial tweet that I want to take. Like that is going to perform 10 times better than just coming up with generic content, especially because LinkedIn with a text-based format, it's really easy to create content. Especially with AI, it's even easier. So a lot of people are just creating the same generic content, and that's exactly why it's not performing. So I'm going to show you idea source number 1 and the workflow that I would use to actually use this to come up with some absolutely amazing content ideas. So first of all, you could scrape LinkedIn, but there is a risk of getting banned. And to be honest with you, doing it manually is actually going to just help you understand what's going on in your brain rather than having it fully automated and not having to think about a single thing. All right. So once you've loaded up LinkedIn, you want to find posts in your exact niche. So let's imagine I'm in the startup, in the investment space, and I'm going to copy this. Make sure you copy the engagement metrics as well. I'm going to paste it into Claude. I'm then going to do this with this one as well. And I would do this with at least 5 posts. So I'm going to keep going until I find about 5 posts in the startup space that I can leverage. One note, as I am doing this, if you want to save yourself time, I would recommend liking the posts and saving the posts you want to see more of, just because that's obviously going to basically make it more likely that you see more of those posts in the feed. So I would just recommend doing that just to save your time. But this really shouldn't be taking more than 5-10 minutes to find these 5 posts. All right, so once you have all of your posts in there, you want to go to the master content engine and you want to copy the prompt for LinkedIn and you want to paste it in. And I would just say, please output only the answers to questions. Thank you. Easy. Now, I'll also add that in the prompt, but I was having some issues before where it would just be complaining a lot because I'm telling it to be so honest. It would then be honest to me and it would say, hey, you haven't given me enough, or hey, I can't fully answer this question, when in reality, we don't need it to have that much data. So I'm going to let this cook, and we should be all good. All right, so now we have the output. So which topics drove the most engagement? The anti-slop one was the first one, the Anthropic, the poaching CTOs, I guess it's a bit controversial, and then DeepSeek just being valued, just like a general one. Hooks that stop the scroll. This is crazy. CTOs of billion-dollar companies are voluntarily demoting themselves. Yes, it's correctly analyzed that is a curiosity gap. When somebody reads that, they're like, what, why are they doing that, right? Something that inherently doesn't make sense, or you're sort of missing information. It's an open loop. That's then going to make people want to close the loop by reading the whole post, right? Just in DeepSeek, I mean, that's just novelty. Yes. GTM engineer is quickly becoming one of the most misunderstood roles. Protective discomfort or identity threat. So you'll see this is really, really good at analyzing this type of stuff. It's analyzing which posts cause the most debate. So which one has the highest comment to reaction ratio? The Anthropic post about like poaching, which is the one I said is more controversial. The GTM engineer post, the anti-slop one has the most comments, but its likes are also the highest. So it's probably just people just agreeing with it. And now we want to ask, please come up with 5 to 10 content ideas given all of this information for me, who is a GTM agency targeting startups, right? So you really do want to make sure that you mention who it is your ideal audience. If you just mention who you want your ideal audience to be, or basically take all of that info it's given us, and then it's going to then create content ideas with the same hook principles and things like that. So you'll see here we have a few. I honestly don't like the first one. I think it's a good idea, but the hook's bad. Second one I actually really like. So we audited $12 million startups GTM stacks. Most was spending $4K a month to send slop, right? I think this is good. This is talking about like the same type of language that's just going viral right now, and the same type of sentiment where it can be like just a bunch of slop. I would say this one's good. Anthropic just hired Workday's CTO. Your GTM tools are not going to exist in 18 months. This is a really nice one. We don't hire GTM engineers. Instead, this is what we hire. That's good. The best funded startups we worked with quietly stopped doing this thing. Okay, that's good. Now I would just say, if you really want it to be further, I would say now actually start to write the post by creating the first 2 to 3 lines of the hook, and look at the posts I gave you previously as templates. This is important because this is just going to allow us to actually get a more specific idea, because you can see here it's more just giving us general like, oh, X, or it's like it's placeholders, right? I want more specific ideas. And what I would say then for you to do is also you could pick out the ones you like the most. So number 5 I like, number 2 I like. Some of these are bad, right? Some of these are going to be bad, some of these are going to be really good. So you just need to pick the ones you like and then go from there. So the AI slop line, this is really good. I actually didn't like the first post originally. I actually really like it now with this hook. Obviously it would need to remove EM dashes, but this isn't supposed to be a ghostwriter. This is just supposed to get the idea. But this isn't supposed to be a ghostwriter. It's just supposed to get you, the idea and a good idea for the hook. This is really strong. We audited 12 startup GTM stacks last month. Average spend was 4.2K. Average reply was under 1%. That's really strong because it's like, wait, they're spending this much and this is their reply rate. And also when you use a bunch of numbers in the hook, it just performs better. It's really good. This is really good as well, where we're mentioning all of these big names in the hook. And then we're talking about how every founder I talk to now runs the same stack. This is good. And then I guess here it's talking about the same Anthropic news, just trying to explain what does that mean about the GTM stack. That's really good. I'm really happy with this. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you maybe a couple more. So if I was to, for example, go on X, what I would say is you don't even have to like copy any posts. You can just tell Claude, like, you can just copy in the prompt into Claude and then say, based on what's trended in the B2B/AI/GTM space on Twitter specifically. And then let's just let it do some research. Let's let it do some research. Let's let it look into it. Now, It's a similar process that you'd run with all of these other sources. I will show you another one, for example, like industry news, because I do think finding new news is one of the biggest things that you can do to go viral. Like, it's not evergreen, but doing like 2 news jacking or trend jacking related posts a week is really, really strong. And then let's just say in the GTM space. And I'm just going to fill out my ICP to be startups. This is just an example, by the way. Okay, so it's given us some numbers. So number 1 is that Zoom acquired Common Room. Okay, this is interesting. Talking about how signal-based selling is being commoditized. And it's really cool because it actually gives you the angles as well. So if you want to target more top of funnel and more problem unaware, you can talk about how, hey, look, just educating people on the truth that the signal tool was never the edge, but actually this is the real edge. And then it has pain aware, where maybe it's more focused on teaching people how to actually get results from it, how to like more value-based content. The consolidation war. So Apollo and Zoom info are both hammering in and all in one. I mean, that's okay. Zero-click buying, or AEO, is named as the top shift of 2026 by Gartner and Forrester. So this is huge, because when you can use one of these big names to back up these bold claims, you're able to borrow their authority, and that gives you even more respect, and people will automatically want to read your post because they see you as an authority. This is huge. This is really, really good. This is the least saturated. Yeah, I think AEO here is the best one. I think the Zoom Common Room is okay. I don't really know how you could like tie it in, but the zero-click AEO one, they released an article on that. That's really good. If you want the sources for things, just ask it, hey, give me the source. And that way you can actually see it. But that's actually really good. Now, one last thing I want to test is the Reddit one. So I want to see if I can just put this in again, let it research Reddit and find more about like what people are actually talking about, like from people to people. Okay, so I did want to talk about the other idea sources for a second. Reddit and Quora is super interesting because you get questions and pain points that people are directly talking about. Like, they're just revealing. It's also, Reddit tends to be anonymous, so they're willing to share more. So I would use a tool like anvaka.github.io/sayit. And what you can do is it will map out all the related subreddits. So I put the subreddit, I don't know, SAS, and then I click go. It's basically going to start mapping out all of these subreddits that are related. And then you can just pick these subreddits and you could go through them, and then you copy them, and then you also copy in the Reddit prompt, of course, right? And I would recommend doing the same thing with X. Now with X, you can literally just use the search term. To be honest, with X, just go on X and search main keywords that you want to search for LinkedIn content ideas. So like kind of the subreddit names would technically be keywords that you could use to search on X, and then you use the X prompt. And then for the cool transcripts, that's super simple, but you want to use a tool like Fathom or like Fireflies. Make sure you are recording your calls and then paste in a few calls. And with call transcripts, that's really good because you're talking to like bottom of funnel prospects. And that's super good for that bottom of funnel content because you'll know objections, you'll know the questions, you know the hesitations, the obstacles. Like, that's really, really strong for bottom of funnel content. So you'll start to notice that maybe industry news is like 2 of your posts a week, which is super top of funnel. Maybe cool transcripts is bottom of funnel, another 2 posts a week. Maybe with LinkedIn, you use it to help you create lead magnets, maybe another 2 a week. And then with these 3, I mean, you can you can just sort of mix and match, right? So I think this is basically everything you need to build out an effective content strategy. And as I said, the idea is 90% of the post. If you're able to talk about a new trend or a big news that's happened in your industry within the first hour, within the first 24 hours, and you make like a half decent LinkedIn post about it, you're way more likely to go viral. And the percentage improvement of like making a much better post versus just having a great idea and posting it at the right time, the difference is 9 days. So that is overall the system. I will leave this link in the description. And if you do want me to run the full content engine for you and the full LinkedIn funnel for you to add anywhere from 15K to 50K in monthly recurring revenue in the next 90 days, book a call with me with the link in the description. Once again, I appreciate you guys for watching and have a good one.